Willis receiving criticism. Apparently, when she was being accused of the thing that she's saying she didn't do, people were upset at the manner and the aggression that she displayed. I'm not even sure which side of the fence I'm on this, but here it goes. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? So yeah. So apparently, Fani Willis takes the stand. So the guy took the stand, right? So when the guy gets off the stand, she hurries down to the precinct, to the courthouse, because she's like, I just knew I had to be next. The audacity. Anyway, Fani Willis takes the stand, and now she's being criticized for her testimony. Okay. Now I want to be clear about something. I'm not saying that she wasn't the next person that they were going to call. I'm not saying that she didn't already have information that she was going to be called next because, somebody slipped up and, maybe she got somebody over there that they could slip a couple bucks to, or a sympathizer. You never know. So I'm not saying that she wasn't 100% going to be called next and everyone knew that was in the circle. What I'm saying is the audacity it takes. And this is not against the prosecution I'm speaking on. I'm talking about the audacity to conduct yourself inside of the courtroom. I'm talking about before she even gets on the stand. Because the things that I hear people might be accusing her of, as far as the way that they feel about some of her testimony, I don't know if it's fair. Because if you're saying that someone being accused of something that they did not do have to conduct themselves in a specific etiquette in order to be believed, then how do you explain how anybody believes, and I'm not trying to make light of this is just to make a point, a victim of rape? The majority of those people, when they explain, if they ever can talk about this traumatic experience, they're going to be speaking of it from a position of trauma. So when you're telling me that you don't like the way she was so defiant, I don't know how I feel about that. But what I will say is this: the audacity it takes to insert yourself into that situation before you're asked. And this is against the court, not the prosecution. In any regard, she gets on the stand and she's asked a question. I think this is the first question, by the way. And she does not answer, but immediately deflects and starts talking about some paperwork that she wants to be handed to her in order for her to read it into testimony 9 times out of 10. She's trying to read it into... So she's already... The guy asks one question. I don't even know if she heard him. She talks about a whole different thing that has nothing to do with the question that was asked, but did have something to do with the reason in why she was there. So... And I just want to express this. This individual is making deals with people for their lives also, correct? This is the office, basically, that people who have run afoul of the law have to speak with. Correct? I'm just saying, be mindful of that. Now, as far as her being angry or upset that she was accused of something that she is saying that she did not do, I think that that is the default emotion. Now, how we display that energy has to deal with what we generally have already been programmed, or how we have programmed ourselves to deal with this traumatic situation. Now, the reason why I'm making a point of that is to say she was asked the simple question and she couldn't even respond without them pulling up 3 different pieces of paperwork of legislature or case file from somewhere. So she's supposed to be the best of the best. And what I mean by that is she was championing a lot of the positions and the narratives that's currently going on in the Democratic Party down there in Georgia. She was positioning herself on the level of being the best of the best. She went after Trump, correct? She's currently in court with the YSL situation, correct? This is going to be, or is, as it is going on, one of the biggest gang trials in who knows when, correct? So I say all that to say this. This is the individual and their office who is negotiating in parts to be able to put these individuals away that the law is saying have committed crimes. They can't even get on the stand and answer a straight damn question. Just something to be mindful of. So she's getting a lot of criticism. I just don't think that the criticism that she's getting is fair, and that's why I told you what I believe my criticism to be. I don't think this is a fair moment to criticize black women in, saying that she's just doing black woman behavior up there on the court and she's acting ghetto. I don't think that's fair. I think that anyone being accused of something that they are so vehemently saying that they did not do would also be defiant, and depending on how they usually deal with its traumatic situations, they might be passive or they might be aggressive. Hell, they might be both at the same damn time. So the point in which I'm trying to make is, I personally don't agree with a lot of the hate that she's getting for her specific brand of defiance and aggression, but I do think she is on some BS. Let's not act like that ain't happening. How the hell you just show up to the courtroom like, I know I was next? I got clairvoyances over here. I'm the real Madam Web. Like she's like, this is that black girl magic you've been hearing about. Let's not bring black girl magic into this, because first of all, that's a real thing. Second, I don't think this had anything to do with her being a black woman and then she carried on in this manner. I think this is just what y'all saw was entitlement. There are a lot of different types of people that are entitled. Are they entitled black women? Yeah, there's entitled black men. You ever seen an entitled Filipino? Those dudes that's like next level. That's all jokes. But the point in which I'm trying to explain is there's entitlement everywhere. Which I saw was entitlement. That had nothing to do with her being black and showing out. Alright? That had something to do with her feeling entitled and showing out. She was so entitled, she basically paid that man to be with him. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're using your own damn money. Or some money that, not when you're using our money. I mean, I don't live in Atlanta, but, you know, not when you're using the city's money, the state's money, the people that's coming through. They might not live in Atlanta either, but you know what? They stopped off at that gas station. They spent some money in Atlanta. You know the entitlement that it takes to feel. They got this mayor. She's like in Detroit somewhere. I forget the name of the settlement or the town or whatever the case is. But there's this mayor somewhere like up in Detroit, and she's just absolutely bananas. Like she's literally just taking town funds and she's spending it in front of everyone's face for the wrong purposes. I don't know what to tell you. But that's entitlement. That has zero to do with these women, or even with them being women, just so we can be clear. Have you heard about Vince McMahon? That's entitlement. With that being said, let me know what y'all guys think about this video. What you think about Fani Willis just in general. I mean, too much. Like, comment, subscribes. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.